It's honestly so perfect. Oh my bad, pimp.
And we gotta unmute this. We should be good.
It's honestly so perfect. Awesome.
Oh no.
Oh my bad, pimp.
No, I can hear double.
Oh,
You gotta mute the stream video.
I did.
Is it me then?
It's honest.
It's me. It was me the whole time. Ayo.
God, this is so good.
It's beautiful, ain't it?
We're so talented.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know how it was gonna look on the stream, but it looks
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
It's pretty freaking awesome.
It's pretty fucking awesome, man. It's pretty fucking serious. For serious, pretty fucking awesome actually.
Pretty freaking awesome, guys.
Pretty fucking awesome. Literally.
Oh, with the first hit.
We ain't there yet.
I just wanted to make sure that it sounded right. Like,
It went through for me, so we're good on that.
awesome.
Oh, oh man. Okay. Well, I think we start
I think
here
it's time.
right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Season 100 Victory Pro-Am Draft. A milestone in the Pro-Am history. What is that, 25 years? I can't count. Not years.
I don't know how long we've been doing this.
It's been about 25 seasons. Very close to it. Dill, I think you had something for us there?
I just wanted to say what an honor it is to be featured on the draft stream. For this is the Pro-Am. This is what everybody is in the VHL for. This like VHL regular season, that's just the Pro-Am's off season.
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
Before we start getting the picks in, I did have a few words for all the members of everyone who signed up. I'd have a few words if you don't mind, Ted.
Oh no, by all means.
Forwards, defensemen, and goalies of the Pro-Am. Tonight is the night of nights. We are about to embark upon the great crusade towards which we have prepared for many weeks. The eyes of the world are upon you. The hopes and prayers of hockey-loving people everywhere march with you. In company with your brave teammates, your GMs and AGMs, you will attempt to bring about the destruction of the teams who oppose you. But that task will not be an easy one. Keep in mind that your opponents are well-trained, well-managed, and oftentimes are veterans of the league. I have full confidence in your courage, devotion to hockey, and skill on the ice. Good luck to everyone, and let us beseech the blessing of Almighty Ted upon this great and noble undertaking.
Hell yeah. And that is brought to you by Grok. No, I'm just kidding. It's an inside joke. Hell yeah, dude. What a way to start off with a nice little go get 'em speech for one of our own GMs, Dill.
It's me,
That's
the
man,
GM
the
of the
legend.
Montreal Bastille.
That's right. We have 6 teams this season. We are so used to having 5 teams, and I can't tell you how much of a pain in the butt it is to even get that sorted when it comes to playoffs. So the fact that we have 6 is awesome. We do
It was a
in
pretty
draft
good
order.
turnout.
Yep. What's up?
I just said there was a good turnout.
It was a good turnout, very good turnout. In fact, we, even without like having people add more of like the players that they've created, we had almost 50 people with individual signups. It's really
Impressive.
It's really good. But in draft order, as I had spun the wheel of fate, is the Flora Vista Foxes, the Atlantic City Sharks, the Port Oak Penguins, Montreal Bastille, the returning champions Pompeii Sour Grapes, and then the Red Panda Warriors. And that is going to be the draft order, starting off with the Flora Vista Foxes in snake order to Red Panda Warriors, and then it'll go back and so on and so forth. And with that, we give it to the Flora Vista Foxes, who I do believe already have their first pick in order.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. A very interesting pick. It
Our
is
correspondents in Flora Vista have sent over the pick.
a current player in the league, Jorgen Lofstrom, by Pifferfish, a goalie for first pick. A Malmo legend. Brief stints in Helsinki, Davos, and Prague. Still on Prague for this season. Maybe, maybe not. There has been a lot of rotations this offseason already of goalies. No, it's not Ace. This is going to be through and through. And on to the Atlantic City Sharks for their second pick. What do you think about that first pick of for a goalie there, Bill?
You know, I hate to say it. I think it was a little early to pull the trigger on a goalie. I feel like there was some insane talent on the board, and I don't see a goaltender being that mission critical to winning the Pro-Am. So, you know, I think it's a great pick. You know, they got the best goalie in the Pro-Am, but at what cost? You know, when we look at the names that were still left up on the board, are they going to later regret that decision?
Very well could be. It could have cost them some very good forwards or defense that could have been an even better choice over a goalie that has been a top contender in the league for sure. It looks like we also have our second pick from the Sharks here. Okay, this I believe is a new name here. Gunnar Odinson coming into the mix. This is an older, a now retired player, but as we all know in the Pro-Am, retired players are allowed to play. And this is a pre-hybrid player, but we've had several before on our hands, so this is not going to be a problem at all. Legendary Gunnar Odinson.
This is the type of player a team builds around.
True.
I mean, the total package. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's anything he can't do on the ice, and from all of his former teammates, I've heard that he brings a lot of joy to the locker room.
Boom is that kind of guy. And I would be the one to say, let's give 5 big booms to Boom.
No.
Alright. Port Oak Penguins. They also have locked in their pick. I believe this is a defenseman?
It is.
Yes. Yeah, sure is. Hailing from Greenland, Alexander Gronwald. Huge pick for defense.
Career London player.
True.
I think he's one of the top defensemen still on the board at this point when we're looking strictly at TPE. But again, you know, it does bring into the question, Are they going to regret this pick regret this pick later? Do they maybe take a forward here?
I think with the amount of like players that are between, you know, this pick and then the next pick, I think it is a pretty safe pick, given the players that we have at the top, like at the top 10. So it is a little bit of a risk, but I think that maybe they were looking for to start off with some really good defense in the beginning. Actually, in fact, if we go back here, I did get some insight from the GM, Min-Man himself. Just going back to that. I think we'll go for the next pick here. Yeah, Bastille. I'll give you the honor of announcing the next pick here. I don't. Mr.
So,
Bill.
with the 4th pick of the Pro-Am draft, the Montreal Bastille have selected Jillian Woods. In my opinion, the best pick of the draft. To me, this player, and looking at what was available, this was the best pick that a team could have made, and they fell to 4th.
Yeah, honestly, going down to 4th from a very high IQ, very high, just the player themselves have been consistently on top of the boards every season the past, what, 2, almost 3 seasons now? And they just keep going up and up. So
this is a type of player
is good.
You could put a pylon out there with them, and they're still going to have a positive goal differential.
Dilla's kind of echoey. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't hear it.
Alright. Hell of a pick there, man. And even they didn't, except for the M draft, even they didn't go any less than 2nd overall in the drafts in the VHL. So just to show the kind of caliber player that we're looking at here.
Think that. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Holding on.
I have word from our correspondents in Pompeii that the Sour Grapes have made their selection.
Oh. So it is. And I have it here. A player and member a lot of us know and love from Boyo State Trueno. Or is it Truno? I don't know anymore. Is there a tilde or is there not?
Respectfully, I'm going to decline commenting on how to pronounce that.
It's from our boy Thunder. Another defenseman. Very defense-heavy selections here in the top 5, the first round. Another huge top-performing player here in the past few seasons, just in the VHL itself. Been on Vancouver since season 95. I think Truno here will provide some very solid defense that any team would really need to look for, as well as some offense that they need to get some point production. And waiting on the Red Panda Warriors, who have the next 2 picks here. Oh my god, the transition there was crazy.
They got 2 picks, so I mean this is going to take some time and consideration.
Very true.
We've seen a lot of really, like, the top players on the board are gone now. Top goaltender's gone. Are they going to feel the pressure to take a goaltender here? Is there going to be a run on goaltenders in the second round?
I think it would be good to show up with a good forward, just to kind of knock everybody off their rhythm here. I feel like a goalie was a little crazy. Oh, looks like, is this one or both that they have?
Our correspondence from non-applicable, because the Red Pandas have not chosen the city to represent. The pick is in.
We have, it would seem, the next pick. It is actually a goalie, the Spider Panda themselves, from Calgary legend Ricer. Also ProAm legend, we'll put that in there too. One of the OGs.
I mean, a solid pick. You know, with Lundstrom off the board so early, you know, a team might be seeing that, you know, the top defensemen are off the board. They want to get a top position or a top player somewhere, and so thinking Spider Panda makes sense here to me.
Yeah, I think that I would argue that they might not have had, like, for Spider Panda specifically, I feel like if maybe they had a better team around them, they could have potentially been even better than Lovestrom on the ice. But that's just me. Maybe Spider Panda here was actually the go-to goalie here, and pulling the trigger on Lovestrom, especially in the first round pick, could have been maybe on the third or fourth round. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's a fair assessment. I think that pick right there is changing the draft strategy for every other team, except for the Flora Vista Foxes, who have already secured their goalie.
Yep. And I am hearing word that they have their next pick in order. And why am I not surprised here? Ladies and gentlemen, with the Red Panda Warriors, they select Lucy Leitner. This is not all pre-recorded. This is live. Oh wait, they can't even see it. Oh, there we go. Nobody said anything.
It is live. We have correspondents in each city that are actively in talks with the general managers of the teams that are sending the picks in.
There it is, Lucy. Another. Actually, she's not a defenseman anymore. She is now a center. So I would argue that this is actually a really good pick, especially if you do need a very good center for your team, which I believe Lucy will be here. My bad, guys. I meant to change it over a long time ago.
I think it's a great pick. This is one of those players. This is one of those players that was at the top of the board for every team. You know, maybe not every team thought they were going to get him, but if it was a player that fell to him, they absolutely would have jumped on the opportunity.
Yeah, it's a little crazy to me how many, like, what picks have been here so far, but not too crazy, not too surprised, but I feel like I would have gone a different way is all. That's just me. That's why I'm not the GM of their teams. That's why they are. And GM Lamorse had this to say about his player picks. He said, I needed a goalie, and what better reason than a Spider-Man Red Panda. And Lucy's also on Malmo.
I mean, good reasoning. I can't disagree with either one of those.
Pretty silly. I mean, Malmo is a good franchise. It's got a good GM under their hands.
They got a good music leak they're running in the locker room.
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest. I stopped because I forgot about
I
it.
didn't.
It's a lot of work. So. And there it is, our next pick in from the Pompey Sour Grapes. They select River Harrington, currently a defenseman on the Moscow Menace. They actually got up to 118 points this last season. They're going to be a monster defenseman. Very impressive.
Moscow's defense was, I mean, that was their strength.
Yeah,
both of their defensemen that, I mean, they showed up, you know.
Yeah, I think they just had two, right? Yeah, Woods and Harrington. So, it is wild to me that they got as far as they did. But here we are, just time and time again, just breaking records in the VHL. Okay, and on the next one will be Montreal on the back.
In case anyone's wondering, the pick is in.
The pick is in. There it is.
Montreal, best still, selecting Mikko Tumala. Now, I've started to notice a trend with a lot of defensemen going early. I think that's causing a bit of a rush here in the second round, where teams are looking at the draft boards. They're seeing just defensemen dropping like flies. I think it's starting to cause a lot of GMs to panic.
Very well could be, and I wonder if it will shake things up even more as we continue from the rest of the second round here, going into the third. Port Oak Penguins.
They were quick with that one.
Yes, they were. They already knew. It's like, if they're not going to take this, and I'm going to take Andrew Skilton. There he is in all his glory. Andrew Skilton. Another defenseman on the board. Hey, it's our boy Ace. I think he's in here today. He is in here. I don't know if he's still lurking around. But welcome, everybody, in case we didn't say it earlier. Where was... Sorry, because I had reached out to the GMs earlier about their picks. So I wanted to see if perhaps Man had something to say. I think he did. I just don't. Yeah. So Port Oak said defense wins championships. And I selected a pair of star defensemen to be tougher than a penguin's igloo. wait a minute.
Great reasoning.
Penguin's igloo. They make igloos?
Yeah, did you ever watch Happy Feet?
I did.
That was a documentary.
Very long time ago. My God.
That wasn't a movie. That was a documentary.
All right. Into the Atlantic City Sharks. We have our pick, and from them as well. I believe Narnia Shaw here is also defenseman. There it is. An interesting pick, but maybe from our from the players that we had in the signups, this was I don't think so. No, because more. Never mind. I'm just trying to figure it out. You know, the Sharks did not anticipate all the D's going. Oh, well, I mean, y'all can only take so many. You know what I mean? That's fair. That's fair. Narnia Shaw. Damn, man, I love Lemons, dude. He's a silly fella. He's IA, but you know, it is what it is.
What happens to the best of us?
Yeah, it does. It does indeed. And moving along here for our 12th pick, our last pick in the second round. For the Florida Vista Foxes, we have Spencer Ellsby. Ladies and gentlemen, a legend. With the Valik Trophy and a Victor Cup to his name from Chicago.
This was a player that I had the pleasure of GMing last season in the Pro-Am. We picked him up in free agency, and couldn't have been happier with the pick. We were blessed to have him.
That's right. I forgot that he came in pretty much last minute there. Thought he wasn't gonna get in time. All right.
Great user though. They really add a lot to any locker room that they're at. I had the pleasure of they played for Vegas, and I was the AGM there.
Wait, are they still well? And they're new players probably.
Yeah, they're new player. They just won a cup with Halifax.
Nice. Halifax with their first ever cup.
Right? Yeah. Unfortunately.
Sad. Yeah.
Guess the league's just letting anybody win a Founders nowadays.
Oh man. And with that comes their second pick. Coming around is going to be Harry Callahan, a legend here in the Pro-Am himself. High TPA winger. Gets it done. Able to produce pretty... Dude, what? That's crazy. I didn't even realize how often he was pretty much a 100-plus point producer for as long as he played.
outside of his first two seasons, he was averaging over 100 points a season.
A very good pick here. I'm glad they decided to go with a forward here, just to get someone that's up there that can get the points production going. Oh. Sorry, little stretch. All right. And the Atlantic City Sharks. Sorry, go ahead.
We'll say at the second pick of the third round.
Yep, that goes to the Sharks. Coming up with I would say, a really good choice here. Pelayo Bolivar, who is currently with London. Up and coming star for sure. Probably gonna start, I would imagine, himself coming up on 100-point seasons. One would hope.
I mean, when you looking at the roster that London had, I mean, this is the face of their franchise.
Agree. Yep. That's... I would say that, well, finances haven't been pushed through yet, but I would say if this is going to be their roster, I think that they are positioned to be some really good cup contenders for a season.
Formidable team.
Yes, 100%. There could probably be a couple like upgrades, but I don't know with the cap reductions that we've gone over the past couple seasons if they'd be able to afford it, but maybe by trade deadline they'd be able to do it. But I think this is still a good team for London themselves.
Couldn't agree more.
As far as Bolivar, really solid choice here, especially to fill that center position, just to get the keep on with puck possession, making sure that you got it, and moving on. Bolivar's gonna get it there. Uh-oh.
That word is
here?
from Porto.
Yeah, that's
Port
Port
Oak's
Oak
got the
Penguins.
pick in.
Yeah, this, you know that Obama meme with him awarding himself? Port Oak Penguins select Luke Moreau as their next pick. Prague legend with a 132-point season and snubbed from the most outstanding player voting. Now traded to the DC Dragons.
With DC picking up a player like them, you have to think that DC is trying to go full send to win a cup.
Oh yeah, 100%. I don't think that they got rid of Davlek yet. Davlek is still there. What is Dylan? Like other Dylan? I didn't realize that he's got a player still in the VHL. I think that DC has some more movement to do before they could really consider putting themselves there, but they're on the right track for sure, especially with the acquisition of Moreau. Anywho, this is a good pick, great pick by the Penguins, shaping up very nicely so far. And up next is the Montreal Bastille.
The Bastille selected Alexandre Ledoux. Couldn't have been happier with this player falling to my pick. I like their build. They're over 1,000 TPA. Just over the moon with that pick, especially getting them in the third round.
Yep,
I think that's something I wasn't used to.
Also from Canada, so he doesn't have to travel far. Actually, he does still have to travel far. He has to go to Pompeii.
Unfortunate.
Very good pick. I was a little surprised with with them signing up this season. I'm surprised that their agency didn't sign up their active goalie instead, but perhaps they saw that there were plenty of other goalies to choose from, so they sent Leduc instead. And honestly, even at this point, and probably because of all the defensemen that were picked, just a little surprised that he fell as far as he did as far as picks go.
Ted, I've got word that the pick from Pompeii is in.
Yep, Pompeii is in, and oh my goodness, another legend himself in the ProAm. Previously served on the Baie-Comeau Beavers for what, 3 seasons? It's Nicholas
Sounds
Coffey.
right.
That's me, my OG player. Prague, through and through.
It's a great pick. I'm just concerned that this pick is potentially going to call into question the integrity of the ProAm. Potentially.
All right. Okay. I mean, if that were the case, then we would call into question every season that he was on the Beavers. I'm just saying.
Likely excuse.
Yeah. But this year, yeah, we're totally going to rig it for the Sour Grapes to win it again, back to back.
Just like you rig marbles.
Oh, shoot. That's right, I was going to have marbles play in the background, and then I didn't. Oh. I feel like I like the graphic in the background, or the video in the background more.
I do too.
So I wonder how engaging it would be with the marbles. Looks like we got the Red Panda's actual next 2 picks in, since they do hold them. Their first of two being Brandon Patan Jr., up and coming. No, you can't even say up and coming anymore. But they are
The face of
already
DC's
here.
franchise at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. Them combined with Luke Moreau is going to be insane.
It's going to be a great offense. There's a lot of teams that were drafting defensemen early have, like, they were preparing for this eventuality.
Yep. Well, they walked so others could run, and so that the Red Panda Warriors could also pick a Bobbles LaFleur. That's our boy AJ. I think defense was shorter on this end, on the front half. Is that right?
I believe so.
So this, I believe, makes sense. No, 'cause this would have been their first one. Okay, so they went goalie, forwards, and then going into defense. I feel like they're going the strategy that they would normally do in their VHFL, their fantasy league. But this is actually a pretty good pick for a defenseman, I feel like. But I don't know. I would have to see the board again to see where we are as far as available defensemen, to see if that was potentially the best
It's
pick.
about this point where the pickings start to get a little slim.
Gotcha.
It's not that there's not defensemen left. It's just in terms of top tier defensemen,
Mm-hmm.
you know, they're off the board at this point. Now there's still good defensemen left, but if your team's strategy was to win a championship on defense, there's not that much star power left.
That makes sense. And PSG, the Sour Grapes, are back with their next pick as well. Kazuma Sato. Hailing from Japan, it's our boy Spartan. Forever the M Commissioner. Centerman for the Moscow Menace.
He's coming off the season where he put up 109 points
Yeah,
on a
that's
Moscow team that was stacked.
Yeah, insane team. Really solid. I would say really solid pick here for the Sour Grapes. All right, Montreal. What do you got for us?
Montreal is selecting Eric White Jr.
There he is, Eric White Jr.
This is a player that in their prime was putting up 100 or more points a season. Now towards the end of their career, they became more of a power play piece, but still putting up 81 points in their final season. I think this is where we're starting to see the forwards that fell because the first round or two were dominated with defenseman picks. I think this is where we're really starting to see the distance between teams grow.
Right. Agreed. And I am seeing it now. All right, Port Oak Penguins also ready for the next pick. It is Dorji Khan. It is Toronto. I was like, I can't remember. But I think it's Toronto that they're on, and it is indeed. And I wonder if they will stick it out in Toronto for the remainder of their career. It is kind of good to see people, play out for a team their whole career, exception of some people.
They did just sign a contract yesterday for an extension with Toronto that does contain a no trade clause.
I see that. Yep. I do see that. Well, they do They're the same draft class that my player is, so they only have 2 seasons left. So they're not going to get traded this season, and they won't get traded. Well, they could get traded next season for 102, but it'll be their last season. What's up, Fish?
Something I feel that the awards tab is missing for this player. Well, they won the Founders Cup in S92, Philly. They were also the best AGM in Halifax history.
What?
The user, Odd Purple Fly. Best AGM in Halifax history.
Oh, true. I'm good, Fish. How are you, man? Alright, I do believe the Sharks are up next. And they select... I can't pronounce that name, middle toe. Is it Jekaj? Jakai? Doesn't make any sense to me. I'm American. I don't know how to... There's too many... Anyway, Jakai, middle toe. Forever Malmo. Trust me when I say Forever Malmo, because I've tried to get Lucy to trade him when I was GMing Prague, and she said, Nick isn't moving. I said, damn it!
If he's not moving, someone should check on him. I'm a little concerned.
I really wanted you, Nick. I really wanted you, and I need you.
Great
Anyway.
user. They're a proud Habs fan.
Proud Habs fan in the chat. There he is. In all his glory. And to do even more, even better this upcoming season for Malmo, I foresee a 100-point plus season for Mr. Middletoe here. Bye, Fish.
Oh, Fish is here. What's up, Fish?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Habs suck. Whoa! Hurtful words for Habs fans.
It's not hurtful. We know it's not true.
They suck without Price. His final season being spent in a random seat in the Sharks arena.
Listen, Price is better than what they had. Price right now has to be an improvement over what they had. It's the Sharks we're talking about.
Come on, man. They have Celebrini. Yep. They got that
Who?
guy. Anyway, it looks like the Foxes also have their next 2 picks ready to rock. Their first of 2 being RJMW the third, Ronald Johnson McWallace. There he is. Boom. Centerman from Britain.
Now, with a name like McWallace, they're Scottish. They gotta be.
I mean, I thought also, but I was wrong. I was very wrong.
Damn.
And their next pick is additional pylons. Court Jester in the house. Everyone, their first season with Chicago with 68 points as a defenseman. Actually, kind of nuts. Price's left knee is better than 2 Georgievs. Oh my god.
But pylons, I mean, this is a player that I'm following the career of. I think they're going to really explode at a certain point. You know, they're a Las Vegas Aces legend through and through.
Oh yeah. One of the when he first started out, it was somebody that I was watching for a bit as well. What's happening? Or is that just the music? That might just be the music. Okay. then the Sharks, with their next pick, is Avery Akers. Boom. That's our boy Brave Bulldogs in the flesh. Also with Chicago on a 71-point season for their first. Wonder what it's like
Bulldogs
to record something like that for your first season, your first gen on a team that not great at the moment. I'm waiting for Cole to do the thing. I'm waiting. Cole, please help me believe in me.
Bulldogs did have a comment he wanted me to make if he was selected. He wanted me to ask you to, or will tell you that if you want to get to heaven and walk the streets of gold, you got to know the password, and it's Roll Tide Roll.
Oh my god, dude.
He wanted me to tell you that.
It's gross. I hate that you did that. One of my coworkers would love that, actually. Roll time, roll, he says. Ugh.
That looks like Port Oak's got the pick in.
Yeah, they do.
I'm going to need you to pronounce the name for this player.
All right, for the Port Oak Penguins, next pick, they select Aleksanteri Kaskanimi Kekkonen, the legendary goalie originally from Davos, moved to Prague, now in LA. R.I.P. Snoozu. You should have been Prague's pick the whole time. Actually, it was Lovestrom. And then I was going to go AKK. And then Piffer was like, no, you should pick Muddy instead. And I was like, for these reasons, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, let's do that. And then Muddy went IA. As things go. Snoozu, though, AKK, as he's more known as, has been absolutely killing it the past couple of seasons. Was not able to quite get Prague where they needed to be in 99, season 100. They, in LA, they were not able to, where did they even get to? They lost their series, copied. They lost their series going into, going to the playoffs. So LA was not quite the team ready to really compete. So that must have stung a little bit. I'm hoping that Rockstar is a little bit more ready and that he has a team ready in front of AKK. As it looks like AKK may have a pretty well, at least so far, team built in front of him for the ProAm. Price's left knee is better than two Georges. It's fucking killing me, dude. All right, Montreal, what do you got for us?
So, this is my favorite pick out of every pick I made this draft. This is my favorite user in the league.
Hey.
Seldom, I think, do you ever come across an individual that is quite as special as they are. Like, just a great person to have in a locker room. Like, just fun, right? Like, they make a locker room more fun just by being in it. They're a great user. Going with Boing Boing.
Boing Boing. The man, the myth, the first-gen legend, Slothface Killer. 90-point season in Seattle for his first.
Absolute, just stellar individual. Bonafide Las Vegas Aces legend.
Yeah, I remember when he was like pumping out graphics and everybody was like, dude, your graphics are crazy. And then like a week or so later, he was like, hey, here's a graphics request thread thing that I've got. So just request it here and I'll make one for you. And I was like, hell yeah. I think I was like the first or second person to respond. And the one he made for me, it's displayed right now on my sync. It's incredible. So I always appreciate users like this that are always wanting to go out of the way for other people and wanting to make the community a better place. And the fact that they've been in the Pro-Am as long as they have, basically since they could, says something. So I think outside of their player that is actually just killing it in the VHL, it's a solid pick overall. All right, PSG, on the clock. And they got it. There it is. If Dill didn't mention toes when I took Nick, I'll be disappointed. Well, he did. So, Sour Grapes, select Miko Borsuk for their next pick. Please load faster. Okay, while it loads.
Did the portal go down?
I don't know. Smiles.
Mine's loading as well.
For, let's say, oh, there he goes. He's up. Ba-boom. Cinnamon from, I don't know that country. Hate that
I think it's Uruguay.
Is it?
No, it's not Uruguay. It's not Argentina. Sam. Sam's in the chat. Hold on. He'll know. What country is Miko Borisuk from?
I thought it would have. I thought it would have been a country in like Eastern Europe because of the name. But you know.
Oh wait, is it Macedonia?
Maybe. Guatemala.
No, it's not Macedonia.
Guatemala.
What other countries made up Yugoslavia?
Oh, I think he's right. I think it's Guatemala. Dude.
Is it Guatemala?
Yeah, it's Guatemala. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is. All right. Nicely
Good job,
done.
Sam.
Nicely done. All right, moving along here, we have the Warriors with their next two picks. Their first selection, Christopher Copeland, and their second is Wade Landry. Copeland, defenseman, currently playing for Halifax, drafted to the Stars. Honestly, if Clamps wanted to, well, actually, I'm curious. Nope, he's got to wait another season. Literally, anybody could have said it, Piffer, and you failed to. Respect Central America. Sure, man.
Yeah, I respect that.
Whoa. My desktop background just changed. And it's a moose on the loose.
The juice is on the loose. What?
No, the moose is on the loose.
Oh, thank God. I got worried for a second.
So yeah, Clamps, defenseman, through and through on that. Looks like we will be soonish on the other half. Their other pick was Wade Landry. Cinnamon currently starting this season playing for...
Wait, I was going to say, waiting for their debut.
Yep, starting this season in 101 for the Chicago Phoenix.
Oh, they played They played S98 in Halifax. That's a former teammate of mine.
For 21 games, so they probably just did it the TDL. When do we get roles in the Pro-Am?
After the draft, right?
Yeah, we'll just do it after the draft. Another cinnamon gone from the list. Dude. We're not doing that.
Not doing what?
We're not doing that. That's
doing
so
what?
Funny. It's so funny you did that. Alright. The Pompeii Sour Grapes have made their next pick as well. Put some respect on his name when I say Chad motherfucking Powers.
When you measure a player's skill and what they bring to the table, you could look at the TPE and the stats all you want. But what Chad has is the intangibles. It's the things that can't be measured. Once in a lifetime, generational player right there.
Oh my god. So good. Chad Powers, the man, the myth, the legend. What will we see from him for seasons to come?
I think we're going to see some things pretty soon.
Dang, got traded. So, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know. Surely you know.
I fail to see any bias whatsoever.
The bias is
all right.
Oh, well, I mean, it's his player. All right, Montreal, what do you got for your next pick?
So, we had to go with Vladimir Trudov because of PSG taking Chad Powers. The goalie pool was very quickly shrinking,
just dwindling, and
I feel as though I won the goalie war, if we want to call it that. We got Cripple, we got their goalie, higher TPE than Chad Powers. So I think going with Chad, I think Sam was just a little blinded by how cool Chad Powers was and felt the need to take him early. But I'm very happy with being able to secure Trudov.
I mean, you could say that, but you want to know what I think?
What?
I think he just wanted to take him from you.
No, Sam wouldn't do that to me. Me and him go way back.
I think he just wanted you to not have your own player.
No, Sam wouldn't do that to me. Like I said, me and him, we go way back, all the way to the Seasons of Suffering in Halifax.
Seasons of Suffering. Oh, here we go. Port Oak Penguins with their next pick. It is Brett Wire, I'm assuming is how you pronounce that. Could be Weir.
I would have said Weir, but I could be wrong.
It's American, so it could be anything. I thought you were American. Well, he's been a good
solid pick.
On the up and up. Especially
he's getting better every season.
Yep. Yeah. So I think he will...
I think we're starting to get to the point in the draft where, like, are stars going to win you the Pro-Am? No. It's going to come down to
that depth, baby.
It's not going to be the highs of your team, it's going to be the depth of your team. And I think we're starting to see those picks. And I think Brett Wire is a great pick here for Port Oak.
Agreed. Big. Bring it back up real quick. Yes. So he shouldn't have. Yeah, he won't bring any PIMs. no penalties for his team. Well, if he does, it's going to be very, very minimal.
Yeah.
No body checking, no grit into his build. This is pretty good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Up next, we have the Sharks with their pick. Okay. Can I not do that?
Hank Smith.
It is indeed Hank Smith. A name that the GM of the Atlantic City Sharks had trouble with. Though nobody has any trouble saying Chad Powers. I'll just point that out. Hank Smith here, defenseman for Moscow. Oh, just now going to be Moscow.
Recently, I have to look at that.
He's going to be graduating as soon as the VHL draft is over, right as the season actually begins. I mean,
Which, I mean, if you're in his position, you got to be excited. Like, getting to join that Moscow squad, getting to see what they do.
Wait, is he going to play for them?
It looks like he's signed with them.
Well, he's signed with them. I think he just... Oh, you know what? It's because of how many seasons he's played in the end. So he goes free agent. But he could be called up. Unless he got called up? Maybe?
I don't know if Moscow would call him up.
I don't think that there's a reason to. Let's see if he did. Did not. Yeah, he's still there in the prospect pool. So... I think he's just a free agent right now because of how many seasons he's played in the end.
Yeah, I think you're right.
They'll just sign again for another team. And then he'll play for Moscow or whatever team he ends up being on for the next season. Did he get traded at all? No. Always been with Moscow since the start, since he got drafted. So that's good. All right. Nice.
Oh, they're in the chat.
Hey.
I think the plan is to go back to Halifax.
Sounds good to me. I mean, you're below that threshold, so by all means.
Yeah.
We support propane and propane accessories in the...
It's not the right Hank.
Oh, Atlantic City. Yeah, that's Hank Hill, sir.
Put some respect on his name.
That's right.
He's the Mac Daddy of Heimlich County.
All right, on to the next two picks that belong to the Florida Vista Foxes. Their first pick, funny enough, I think they're a Malmo
They are.
player, so it makes sense that Lucy would actually draft Dash Jackson. I've also made him a couple of graphics, which is cool because I'm a fan of the name. It's a cool name, and
yeah.
on a team that's easy to make colors for, like the green and white and stuff. So I had some good fun making graphics for the player. Oh, and he actually plays up in 101 here, so that should be exciting for him. Looking to be
Once again another player that if you're in their position, you have to be excited. Getting to join that Malmo squad.
100%. And he's on the centers. Okay. I'm just trying to see how they're looking here. Why does Nick have 71 points in a face-off? That is wild.
Why not?
Anyway, because he's a winger, not a centerman.
He fills the needs of the team.
I mean, I'm true. All right, man. A good pick here. Dash Jackson is going to be a good player for Malmo's future and wherever they end up in the future. And I think overall this is a good pick for the later first half of the round of the draft. In their second pick, I almost got that one wrong. It's going to be Alto Red. Another first-gen player. In the 400 TPE range. Hi, Lucy. He's a sinner in disguise. Yeah. That's what Alexander Leduc is. He's also built very similarly. In fact, a season that I had him on my team here in the ProAm, I used him as a centerman, so it worked out all the same. Whoa. Okay, the start of that song is incredible.
Very loud. Actually, we're gonna. There we go.
No, turn that up more. That's a good volume. That's a good volume.
Yeah.
Well, Alto Red should be able to apply his banked TPE, but no, it doesn't matter now because all the players I have, it's whatever it was at the end of the season. Sorry. Speed's a little slow. That's okay. Everything else is pretty average. I think this is overall just a good depth pick as well. Moving on.
All right.
On to the Sharks. We have Robert Crone.
Player that's currently a free agent. They're a free agent despite having. Well, I guess they're waiting on the draft.
Oh,
they
yeah, that's
joined
what
Miami as a waiver.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, what is his draft class? It's literally this upcoming one. So yeah, he's just waiting on the draft.
Yeah, my bad.
Nope, you're good. I was also panicking, like, what happened to this guy? Oh, good. So he has the fun part coming up after the first fun part, which is the ProAm, obviously. The second fun part being the draft. Drafted to your next M team that you will play for, hopefully the duration of the season, and then the VHL team. So that should be cool. What? Oh, it's a goalie. I was like, wait a minute, these attributes.
It's a goalie that's 5'7".
Yeah. I think that you shouldn't be able to make a goalie that's under 6 feet. I'm just saying. 6'2".
Hey, whatever the minimum is, and in Shell be a pro or whatever, then that should be the minimum here. I think you can make him 5'6" and that.
That's crazy, because I wonder, I'm assuming it does actually affect, because I think SZ is size. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I have no, because I've heard conflicting reports on this. Like, when you create a player, one of the first, like when you're creating your player, you choose like name, where they're from, height, weight, all that stuff, age. And it says there that it will not impact their performance in any way. So like, feel free to make it, whatever you had in mind. But then I've also heard that like a taller player will check more, and that a shorter player will get hit more. And so I have no idea. Something's wrong. I don't know which one though.
I'm not sure either, but either way, I believe this was Atlantic City's first pick on the goalie, so I'm curious to see what other goalie they take afterwards. Port Oak Penguins up next. And they select Finn Mercer. Finn Mercer is Steve. Steve is incredible with graphics. I'm jealous of his graphic style. I
don't know if I've ever seen any of his work.
Really? You probably have, and you just don't remember.
I'll have to look on the forum here later.
Yeah.
We love supporting graphic makers.
Yeah. Generally chill dude, but can get a little grumpy here and there. Overall, has made a pretty decent center. Right off the bat, season 100 draftee here. So no body checking, no grit. So he's just all gas, no brakes. Even though his speed is a little underwhelming, he can fix that literally in one season. All right.
All right.
On to the next one. We have Montreal back on the clock.
Listen, we went with Wayne Gretzky. I think Wayne Gretzky has a great build. Why do I think it's a great build? Because there's no body checking and grit. He passes the eye test.
Passing the eye test.
And he's another player that going to be playing for Moscow in their VHL debut.
Very true.
So, once again, a lot to be excited about there.
It's another great one. Player name. Can't go wrong there, right? I think.
Well, I love it because, like, every once in a while you'll see those players that, like, oh, somebody created. What's their name? Connor McDavid or Wayne Gretzky or, like, you know, Sidney Crosby. Yeah. Oh, nobody creates Connor Bedard. He's a bum.
Damn.
But,
he is. It's true, but damn.
I just think it's a funny play on it. Like, it I don't know if that's, like, what the joke was intended to be, but, like, making fun of the people that do that or what, but I'm here for it. I like it.
Hang on, I'm fixing something that I just realized that I messed up on. Yes, remove that. Here we go.
Also, I didn't say hi to Lucy whenever she joined. So, hi, Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. How you doing? Actually, I only went outside a couple times today on my day off. How hot was it today?
Oh, it was nice out here.
Well, currently it feels like... Oh, it's 82 right now.
Oh, dear God. It's currently 66 here.
Oh, I wish it was 66 here. I miss that kind of weather. Can I do like a 10-day weather for Saturday? That's not gonna get
All right, so
better.
while Ted's checking the weather forecast, Pompeii Sour Grapes have introduced their next pick. They're going to go with Gregory Allos.
There he is.
Triller.
That's our boy Triller. Playing for Mexico. Mexico.
You know, he might only be at 382 TP right now, but I think he's going to get a +5 bonus here pretty soon. I think we're going to see him win the banner competition.
Oh, you think so? I haven't. Have they opened up the like submissions? Oh, they had. I think they just submitted them directly to him.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm curious.
We won't see him, and
like.
we won't see him until it's time to vote. But pulling for you, Triller.
All right, Red Panda Warriors. The next two are up. You wanna say the first one?
The answer, I just want to formally apologize before I do this. Anyways, Ted, you want to go ahead?
I would say it's pronounced Niam Egret.
Niam?
Is it Niam Egret Amelia Janser?
I feel like all of that is right, except I don't know how you say Niam. Hang on. Is Sam still here? Hey, Sam.
While we wait, their second pick is Stan Ovichuk. I almost said Ovichuk.
Ovaltine?
Ovaltine, please. It's Neve. Neve? That's Niamh. M as in Mike, H as in helicopter.
Ain't no way.
It's an a what?
No, it is. It's not
Irish?
Germanic. It's Irish.
It's Irish. Neve.
Huh.
Son of a gun.
We all learned something today.
Thank you, Sam. Let's get NYA up here. It's so funny that he does that with his players now. His last one was CGY. This one is NYA. Playing for Miami. Winger. Olvichuk, defenseman. Already drafted.
And a first gen.
Hounds. Yep. Playing for them Hounds. And soon to be Malmo.
And just looking at it, the build's great, but I do see an 8 in body checking. I think we got to drop that down a little bit.
It could be problematic. Could be. He already has, actually, with both seasons that he played, 48 in each, mind you, 48 penalty minutes served. Not that it's a lot. Too much for
But it's incredible that it happened twice.
Yeah. All right, moving back the other way. The Sour Grapes with their pick. It's Ricky LaFleur. Ricky Bobby.
You gotta wonder what's going to happen now that the LaFleur brothers are split up.
Listen, we've seen this before. You might not have seen it because it's a little bit before your time. We had
back in my day.
We had the McFlurries. We had Score McFlurry. We had Oreo McFlurry, and we had who was the other one? Was it Reese McFlurry? There's like 3 or 4 of them, the McFlurries, and they were all on different teams. And actually, Score McFlurry in season 93? Was it 93? I think it was. Whatever my first season was for Prague. Score McFlurry friggin' crushed it for defensemen. So, you're welcome. But yeah, the LaFleur... Wait, who's the other LaFleur? Dylan.
I don't... Like Ricky and Bubbles?
Oh,
there
that's
a
right.
third?
It's Bubbles. That's right.
Oh,
right.
okay. I thought you were
Bubbles.
saying there was a third.
No, I
couldn't.
couldn't remember for some dumb reason. I couldn't remember who the other LaFleur was. It's Bubbles. You're right. All right, Montreal with their pick ready, I believe.
So I know I said earlier that my favorite pick of the draft was Boing Boing, but I think the biggest steal of the draft was right here with Hadrian Blackwater.
Gotcha. Hadrian Blackwater, also known as Scurvy in the league. Everybody loves this guy. I love this guy.
Scurvy, if you're here, I hope you're ready for first line minutes. We're putting you out there. You're going to get some playing time.
Defenseman Hadrian Blackwater making his, I believe, debut. Maybe not. I'll have to double check.
He joined Mexico as a waiver and is waiting to get drafted in the M.
We'll see how that pans out. See how it pans
Scurvy,
out.
I'm telling you now, whenever you put up like a plus 300 goal differential, screenshot it. Send it to people who are scouting you.
That would be incredible. The day that happens, incredible.
It's gonna be ready.
All right, Port Oak Penguins making their pick. Mogotsi Molefe. And I believe another first gen. Yep, sure is. True Banana playing for Ottawa. The Lynx drafted
Hold on.
to the Preds. Holding on.
You're looking at the wrong page.
Holy moly. How could you do this to me?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
I can't believe you've done this. That's a Banana Man. It's okay.
Yeah. That one's on me, guys. Sorry.
Oopsie daisy. That's
It's like, wait a minute. That's not a first gen. I had him last season, I think. Hang on, I'm looking.
I mean, we could just do. Let's see. J. Rudu. Oh, you're right. That's not a first gen. That's not a first gen at all. But Malefe, was he in last season?
I'm almost certain he was.
He might be right. Making his return to the Pro-Am this season, slightly stronger.
Let's say he's got a hell of a build going.
Yeah, interesting pick, I would say. I'm not sure.
That's a way to put it.
I'm not sure I would pick this guy. If I really wanted to start some shit, I would pick this guy. Just name him Doug the Thug.
If you got a bone to pick with any other team.
Now, let me toggle this. His fighting rating and his checking rating. His checking rating is at 81 and his fighting rating is at 70. I've not seen this since Womp 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 Jr.
I mean, you gotta wonder, is Porto going to be playing like good old fashioned old timey hockey? Like,
where there was a fight and a hockey ring broke out.
I mean, this is the type of guy you got to be worried about him going into the stands after people.
Oh boy. Does this link correctly?
Yes.
Okay. So, Macaroni Man for the Atlantic City Sharks. Motion Man. There he is.
Take me by the hand.
This time, truly, this is actually the next big Macaroni Man by True Banana. First gen. Playing for Warsaw in a couple seasons. Let's see. Oh, maybe next season. Like, not 101, but 102. If he keeps up his earning, for sure.
6'8".
That's a big dude.
If you took the build of the last player and put it on this one, we might have a Rempe.
Oh, yeah, dude, for real. Wait, but he's 160 pounds? What is he, a fucking towel?
Oh, no.
Come on. Come on, dude. Jesus. What's 6 foot, like...
Between the two of them, there is a normal-sized human being.
Now, this is definitely a more preferable build for a player. It's decent for a starting defenseman for sure. I might have sacrificed speed and slap shot for other stuff, but that's just me. That's just me. But I think it is a pretty good down and dirty depth pick. All right, Flora Vista with their next two. What's up?
I believe this is the last pick of the signups. Or no? Is it? I believe it is.
I think so. Let me look here.
Draft.
The moment where I told you guys I'm proud.
Yeah, this is the last pick of the first of the signups.
Just to let you know, it's been just about an hour and a half since I've gone live.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm willing to keep going if you are and the people in chat want to.
Yeah, literally all these cells will be filled with the picks that were done from the draft.
We can do.
It's these ones.
We can do them. We'll do it quick.
Rapid fire after this one.
Yeah.
All right, and the last signed up player is Lursa Doras, a returning first gen dynamic MLB who knows nothing about hockey, by the way. Just want to point that
he's
out.
broadening his horizons.
Dude, I applaud him for it.
Yeah.
And he's I like the guy. I like his attitude in ProAm and in the locker rooms. He's although I haven't seen him ask questions about like what does this mean? What is icing? That sort of thing. So I was like, I wonder. It just makes me wonder, like, what made you want to do like a hockey sim? I'm just curious. Maybe I should ask.
All right.
All right. Well,
With that
concludes.
concludes.
That concludes.
That concludes the signups.
Yep, that's the basically first half of the draft for those that signed up. For those that just wanted to see that, thanks for sticking around. This is that part. We are going to. Honestly, I could just with the rest of the picks that we do have.
We'll just populate each team and we'll go one by one and just read them out.
Okay, I'm just go. Boom. For the Foxes on their picks, for the rest, they selected Chris Reynolds, Cardinal Copia, Rip Wheeler, Sunset Moth, Ghoul Dukat, missed the guy, he's in the PBE forever now. Petit Huey, Leif Reingard, Titus
Shout out to Z.
Big shout out, love that guy. John Weber the Third.
Halifax legend.
True. Yeah, speaking of Z, when I went back to the Vancouver locker room because I got traded over there, Gorlab was there, and somebody had mentioned Z and like him doing the Michigan or whatever, and he goes, "Oh, is this real?" I go, "Yeah." Anytime anybody mentions the Michigan or like just anything surrounding that or like mentioning the video, he's like, "Oh yeah, I have the video," and he'll just send it to you. And he goes, "Oh really?" Yeah. And then like a couple minutes later, he goes, "Dude, I just asked him, and he sent it to me within 2 minutes." I was like, "Of course he would. He's very proud of it."
If anybody's curious, that video is in the text channel for the VHL ProAm voice channel. If you scroll up and find Instagram links in there, you'll find that video.
Wait, in the voice channel?
The voice channel's general chat, because we were hanging out in there one. Oh wait, it might be in Progs. I don't remember where we were hanging out at that time. Oh no, ask Z for it. He has it on deck, ready to go.
Yeah, he's got a hotkey for it, dude.
The video is funny because like he gets the Michigan and then gets like the shit knocked out of him.
Yeah.
And like you can see the guy that does it, it was like premeditated. Like he sees the Michigan coming and he's like, no. And he just goes over there.
With that.
Yeah.
It's so good. All right, moving on to Atlantic City Sharks for their other picks here. Toby Bob, Tina Hughes. Now, is it Jacob or is it Jakob? You know what I mean?
I believe it's Jakob.
Jakob?
That's how he's always said it.
Okay. Jakob Kovar. Peter Venkman, the famous Ghostbuster. Taylor Swift. Any Swifties in the house? Bryce Woodsworth. Is it Woodworth or Woodsworth? I thought it was Woodsworth. It is Woodworth. I was wrong. Eno Velfson, Florida Man the Second, and Alex LeBlanc. Or LeBlanc.
LeBlanc.
Oh, it is LeBlanc. Damn. Missed the L there. LeBlanc. Like the League of Legends lady person.
You play League?
I used to.
All right, chat. Clip that. Clip that.
I mean, it's well documented. All right, moving on to the
use that against Ted.
Penguins. You could if you think it would affect me in some way. It won't.
Whenever he starts cheating, we now have ammunition to use against him.
How is it possible you can use that against me?
Anyways.
For the Port Oak Penguins, we have Andre Oradka, Spanish Moon Moth, Marcel Janser, DB the Fourth, Reginald the Dodo, Moritz Stoffer, Sydney Shepard, Augustin Martinez, Dr. Vidarson, and that completes it for them. And then moving over to Montreal Bastille. Do you want to read them off? Or do you want me to? I'm okay either way.
Just paste. You can paste them in. I'll read them off there.
Yeah, they're up.
So, got Lionel Kohlberg, Ryan Mance, Shinji, Chris Reynolds Jr., Carol Lamb, Kurt Bachman, Person Walker Jr.
Dude,
Man, I got two names that I'm not sure how to pronounce.
Dude, come, you got this, bro. Hey, you picked them.
Yossi Jokineg, and potentially the greatest VHLM goalie of all time. But probably the most memorable member of Vegas's S97 team. We got Oko.
Oko.
That's what they chose. That's what they always. That's how they always said their name in the locker room. That I'm going to keep it going. I think that might be preferred.
That's fair. And we will continue to the Pompey Sour Grapes final roster. Conference Prince de Guys, Elias Lampy, Sadie St. Louis, CJ Daniels.
No. St. Louis.
Sadie St. Louis.
Marty St. Louis would be rolling over in his grave if he was dead.
Shubham Anand, Christopher Von Kazar. What the hell? Is it Kaiser? Maybe it's Kaiser. Von Kaiser,
I don't know.
Tsar, Gustav Matthias, David, and Dart for moderator. It's so funny. What a time that was. On to the final list for the Red Panther Warriors. It's Ben Lass, Frayden McGuire, Alexandra Smolgrain, Keegan Gamble, Vanusa Kolasinska, Steve French, Billy Joel, Dr. Victor Von Doom, and Stefan Nikolaev.
You know, it's really nice to see that Billy Joel in his old age is still getting on the ice.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like Yager. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still playing to this day. I don't know how he's doing it, but he is.
He's got to be close to 80 at this point, right?
Billy Joel?
Yeah.
That's actually a good question. Billy Joel age. Let's cheat a little bit. 76? Yeah, you're pretty close.
Hey, I was close.
Yeah, dude. Wow. 1949.
Good year, probably. I don't know.
I mean, it's late 40s going into the 50s. Probably not.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Not for some people. I mean, although to be fair, it was this is what you would call a baby boomer because this was like, post World War II babies.
Yeah.
So now that the economy's booming, so are the parents. All right. I think that will conclude the draft stream here.
Does anyone in chat have any questions, concerns? While we wait on that.
Now is the time. Yep.
Appreciate you having me on, buddy.
Yeah, of course. I was trying to think who should I have on if McLovin can't be here, and I was like,
wait, hold on. I was the backup.
I was like, I think Dill. You were like immediately. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I had my intention originally was to have somebody that wasn't a GM on the panel, basically, which is why I kind of no, I don't mean to upset feelings here. That's why I didn't want Sam on here, because he was gonna be on here for more than just announcing his 1 or 2 picks.
Yeah, like, love Sam and would have liked to, we'll hang out in the Pro-Am PC after the stream, but I don't know if we would be through the sign up sheet if he was on here.
a lot of back and forth. I mean, would it have been really good content and a good show? I think so. I think it would have been pretty funny, some added humor into it. But I really wanted to get through the whole thing if I could have without a hitch.
All right, well.
No, yep. That will wrap it up for the season 100 draft stream for the Victory Program. Good luck, have fun, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, watching, listening, lurking, whatever you were doing during this time. This will be available on YouTube for the VOD. Yes.
I do have one thing to add before we end the stream.
All right.
Go Whalers. Go Whalers.
Oh, man. Yep, and I will have the I'll have the index for my GMs out tonight. I've already got the the schedule done. I just have to post all this to the website and you guys are good to go. I will need your lines in by tomorrow, basically. We'll start the ProAm on Sunday. Capiche?
Capiche.
Capiche? You heard?
Yerd.
All right. I'm gonna put my own little spin of music on here. Can I put some like...
Oh, here, I can pull up Brass Bonanza 24 hours.
No, we're just gonna leave it on what I have right now. All right. Bye, everybody. See you Sunday when we do our ProAm games. Teams will be doing 52 games, not 72.
That's it?
I think, well, the way I have it set, you guys are going to have 4 games every day that you're going to be playing.
Awesome.
Yeah. So between now and then, that should be enough time. The thing is, I don't know when the season is actually going to start. I'm thinking it's going to be October 8th. That is just a guesstimate. It's always on a Wednesday. So I'm thinking basically 2 weeks from now or whatever it's going to be that time. Unless they do the draft on next Friday and then they start the season on the 1st, in which case I have to really cut the season short.
Wait, hang
We'll
on a
see.
sec. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're at an hour and 42 minutes. If we get
Yeah.
it to 2 hours, don't we get to claim more weeks?
I don't know. Let's take a look at how that is real quick.
Hold on, Sam's probably an expert on podcast law. Sam, where you at, buddy?
Video guidelines. Should be at least 30 seconds long and include transitions, music, or whatever to help you have a good final product. I guess technically it is a podcast, right? Shit.
That's what I'd be claiming it as.
Yeah, it'd be a podcast. You're right.
Nah, it works out. I've got point tasks figured out for the next few weeks. So if you don't need it, then
I mean,
we can call it here.
I kind of do.
All right. Well, so how was your day, Tep?
Wait. I mean, two. It's what? Only. Oh, for 3 weeks, it's 75 minutes. What's 75 minutes?
So that's an hour and 15 minutes. But because we're 2 people, so it doubles.
Yeah. No, it's got it right here. I'm just gonna send it to you.
Hang on.
I'm gonna send it to you directly.
Oh hell, we already hit it. Never mind. I don't need to know how your day went.
So yeah, that's damn. All right. Well, that'll do it. Actually, who before we go, a realistic prediction of all 6 teams of what you have seen on the roster, who the GMs are. You played up against a couple of them in the past. What would you say are your chances with the team that you've constructed? What do you say are your chances of your team reaching top 3?
Oh, top 3, 100%.
All right, top 2.
Realistically, top 2. I'll give probably a 70% chance.
And then basically for gold, like a 50-50?
I'd say 50-50. I mean, if everything goes the way I envision it, which, like, you know, seldom does that ever happen, right? I think I've got an incredible team. And if things just go the way that I have it planned, then we are going to be a very difficult team to beat. But I do think that I'm not gonna name names, but I think out of the other 5 teams, there's only 2 that have me slightly concerned.
Who would that be?
I just said I wasn't gonna name names, but anyways, it's Pompeii.
Yeah.
Pompeii, just because they got Chad Powers, you know, that's a former regular season MVP in the Pro-Am and a former playoff MVP.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I mean, it's, you know, it's scary, you know, and then, you know, he's got those pit vipers, man. I mean, that's intimidating.
It does do something to the skaters when they come up and try to score. You know, they look into his eyes.
He's aware of the effect that he has on people.
It's not us.
But no, I think Pompeii's going to be a really tough team, and I think Atlantic City, I don't want to say is a big concern. It will very much just depend on one player that they have and how they perform.
I already know the player you're talking about, and I would say that we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I don't think it'll happen, but there is a chance.
Right. we'll see. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll go from there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. How
That we've
should
been
I
saying
put
we're ending the
this?
stream for the past 10 minutes.
I know, but I know, Dan, but I just like I want to put my own input on the thing. I asked the question.
We're going to hit 2 hours.
But I feel like I need to put in my own kind of thing here. I think that I think we did really good on drafting for these teams here. I am a little concerned on a couple other picks. But in the on the first half, it just don't really have sort of a choice. I mean, technically on the second, you didn't really either because of the limited selection. But
I'll add to explain a little bit more of my thought process. Had it not been for the second page, there would be a very definitive top team and a very definitive bottom team. I think the second sheet evened up everything very much, and I think like that's great for the spirit of competition.
I agree. You're welcome.
What are you talking about? It hurt me.
I would say no. I meant that for the program, just to balance. It out.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say that my teams to look out for would be the Sour Grapes, the Bastille, man, maybe the Penguins. It's kind of tough.
You know,
it's kind of tough because just from I don't know. It's really tough because I feel like they picked like the first part really good, and I could kind of say the same about the Warriors, is that they picked really well on their end as well. I'm only really worried about a couple of people with the Sharks. I'm not saying that they're not going to be competitive, because I think that they're going to be, putting other teams on edge. Just the way that Piff tends to make his lines. Yeah, I would probably go. I'd probably go Penguins over the Warriors, but I could be wrong over that.
I would put the Warriors ahead of the Penguins. And it's because 4 letters. It's would be Pims.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. Oh my god! How could I forget? Who was that? Was it?
There's a couple.
Was it Malefe that had the basically enforcer build on him? Okay.
And like normally, I don't think that would be an issue. But I know that when I had my draft this time around, that like for the past few Pro-Ams, I've just been like banging my head against the wall, and it's like, how do we take like 8 penalties a night every night? Like how? There's like I've messed with the sliders, like no defense, no physical, like nothing, just offense, and somehow we still take 8 or 10 penalties a night.
Yeah, and that is like strictly because of their build. It is strictly because of their build, yeah.
And I feel like there were, to me, the 3 teams, which I don't want to. Oh, how do I word that? I think there were 3 GMs that hard focused on the like avoiding a specific build, and that was me, PSG, and Atlantic City.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I am curious to see how the taking on Pims will affect the Penguins over what I think, compared to like the Warriors, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see.
And honestly,
come Sunday.
Looking a little bit more at the Warriors and looking at that lineup, I might be sleeping on them a little bit.
I think you are.
I think I am.
I think you are.
Looking at the forwards that they got with the goalie that they got, they could be very lethal.
Yeah, I'm saying. I think it's definitely one of those too early to tell kind of predictions. all things considered.
Yeah.
But that's
I think
I'm good with what I did. I think I would do Montreal. Nah. God, that's so tough. They're between Montreal and PSG. Especially with my bias as my own player. You know what I mean?
See, I set my bias aside. I think my team's better.
That doesn't sound like you set your biases aside. I don't have a team that I'm GMing. I'm just playing on one.
No, regardless of what, I don't think we're going to see a team that like puts up 10 points over the course of the season, and then a team that puts up like 300. I think it's going to be a very close race.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't think we're going to see a team like stand out as like a definitive like first place team until probably like 3 sims in.
Yeah, it'll start separating the G diff and everything, and the goal differential. Look at the rest. Hello? Sorry, I forgot I switched my thing over. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I think it'll be the G after about that time, it'll probably be where it separates like the good from the bad, essentially.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see who falls where, and if they're able to fix it, or if they just drafted wrong, kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
All right, I know we got 5 minutes left till 2 hours, but I don't care. I'm not milking it that long.
Anyways, how was your day, Chat?
No, how dare you do this? No, I'm gonna. I'll be right back. No, actually, say goodbye.
I was gonna say, do you really want to leave me alone with your platform?
say goodbye to the ProAm first, and then I'm gonna go.
I'll never say goodbye to the ProAm. I'll say goodbye to the stream.
Say goodbye to the stream is what I meant.
Nobody in chat answer my question. Just want to know who's winning silver, because I know I'm winning gold. That's my goodbye.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit this, and then I'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to the ProAm stream. Oh, he's gone. He decided, never mind, I don't want to be here anymore. Oh, he's talking with Sam. It was a good time. I appreciate Dill for being here and hanging out, being my number 2 essentially. Sims, like I said, will start on Sunday night. Mondays and Fridays I have off, so Sims are usually earlier on those days, but other days they'll be in the evening here in the US. Hope you all had a good time. Congrats to those that were signed up and drafted to a team. We will get you assigned to your teams shortly if we haven't already. And I will also have them post their rosters to the ProAm channel in the forum. Anyway, bye!